today's lesson is what fraction amount is greater than 1/2 or less than 1/2. So first off, we have to figure out what the whole is so we can figure out what the half is. So if our circle is our whole and we're trying to figure out the halves, we would take our circle again, our whole, and we would take it and divide it or break it up into two pieces. So this is half and this is half. So if we're going to compare to find out what's greater than half, we're going to just be looking at one of these halves. So everything's going to be compared to this. Will it be greater than this half or less than this half? So if we're looking at the yellow pieces, we can see that right now we have 2/4, and we can prove that it's 2/4 by putting the whole back together. So we have it broken into 4 pieces. So 2 pieces, 2/4, is equivalent to 1/2. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at if we have this amount, which is 3/4, 1, 2, 3/4, is that greater than or less than 1/2? So at this point it's equal, but when we put this piece on, this 3/4, we now have greater than. So 3/4 is greater than 1/2. Let's look at another one. This piece of the whole we have our whole again is a circle, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. If we're looking at half of it, that's 3/6. 3/6. So it was divided originally into 6 pieces, and now half of it is 3 of those pieces, so 3/6. Right up to this point, we are equal, we are equivalent. This is half and this is half. So now we're going to add one of our 6ths. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4/6. And you should be able to see that 4/6 is greater than 1/2. Okay, we're going to do one more example, and we have our 8ths. If we put it all back together, you can see that there are 8 pieces that make up the whole. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 make up the whole. If we're looking at what's equivalent, we can see that 4/8 is equivalent to 1/2. And if we put this piece on, this 8th, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. And 5/8 is greater than 1/2. And now we're going to look at what's less than 1/2. If we take this 1/8 off, we're back to being equivalent. So these are exactly the same. They're equal. If we take one of these eighths off, so now we have 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, we can see that 3/8 is less than 1/2. We're looking at our sixths. We'll go back to that whole. We'll see that we have a whole. There's our whole. If we take these off, we have equivalent. It's an equivalent amount. So it is equal to 1/2. 3/6 is equal to 1/2. If we take one of the sixths off, so now we have 2/6, that is less than 1/2. So 2/6 is less than 1/2. If we're looking at our fourths, we put our whole back together, we see our whole is 4/4. If we take these off, we're left with 2/4, and 2/4 is equivalent or equal to 1/2. 2/4 equal to 1/2. If we take this 1/4 away, we are left with 1/4, and 1/4 you can see is less than 1/2.